everybody, it's Romania Black. So, I had a sports anime poll to replace Hanako-kun, and it was a tie. So, as I said in the free reaction, I did not want to do just one first and then the other because it's not fair to people that voted. So I'm just going to watch Run with the Wind and Free at the same time, which is cool because I've wanted to see both shows for a while now. I've heard great things about Run with the Wind. I've had a lot of people tell me they like Free, so this is my chance to see both at the same time. And they're both sports anime, so, and it's cool because one's running, one's swimming, totally different worlds. We're just going to see kind of how they're similar and different. So as I'm recording this, I've already watched the Free episode, which was a lot of fun. And so I'm really excited to see tonally if Run with the Wind is similar to Free or if it's different. The only other sports anime or manga I've read and watched are Haikyuu, and I'm currently reading Slam Dunk for the first time. So I have some sports tropes in mind, but with this being running, I'm curious to see what all kind of goes on with it. So there's 23 episodes for this season, so there's a lot to get through. I'm really excited. I'm so glad that you all are here watching and joining me on this journey, watching these shows for the first time, because they're going to be a lot of fun. So it's kind of a process putting this video together for these because I'm cobbling things together because trying to react and get all the videos to download and do what my software will let them is, but it's going to work out fine. So I'm really excited to jump into the show. I have no clue what to expect, but thank you all for watching. I'm going to dive right in to Run with the Wind, and we're just going to kind of see what all it's about. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much, and we're going to start this episode. We are going to start this bad boy in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. So let's talk about this show. Because, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was, having just come off of Free, this show starts from a totally different angle. Because in Free, it's these kids that all grew up together, and then they all grew up together in grade school. They went to different middle schools and then come back to the same high school and are dealing with the fact that their club, that they don't have a swim club, and so they're having to kind of build it from the ground up. Similarly, this is about building a team from the ground up, but it's at a university. So it's I was really confused at first. I was like, how is this a high school? And then once we saw the older guys in there, I'm like, oh, is this college? And it is. It's a university. So it's building a team up at a university. And this Haji character is so cool. So interesting. He's definitely somebody, I have a feeling that his character is going to be super intriguing. But it's so different. Instead of Free being this group of people that know each other and have this camaraderie already built up, it's this ragtag group of 10 people that are going to have to get to know each other. And that's really cool. Like, none of them really know each other. So that's going to be a lot of fun, I feel, trying to get them all to come together as a team. But I was like, okay, all right. And I was getting the vibe that the landlord was a coach by the way that Haji was talking. And then I love his, like, dedication. He's like, one more person. I just got to build this team, just one more. And he's slowly built, and he's a 4th year, so this is his last year at university. So when that guy in the bathhouse was like, this is your first and final chance, you get the sense that he's been doing this for years, like since he's joined university to try to build it up. And I was like, man, okay, so he's trying to set this up his last year of university. Like, how is this working? We don't know the exact age of Kakeru, if he's a 1st year or a 2nd year or 3rd year university student, but he clearly has nowhere to go, so he's kind of strong-armed into staying in this dorm. But that last 5 minutes, I was like, okay, where are we going from this? Like, how do these characters connect? Because it seemed like out of nowhere, Haji clearly latched on to Kakeru's character and was just like infatuated with him in the moment. And I was like, I get that it's because he's a runner, and I got the impression that maybe Hajikaji was a runner too. But then the last 5 minutes, one, the injury. Like, I'm a sucker for sports stories that involve somebody having an injury and having to overcome all the odds. I'm a straight up sucker for that stuff. Like, the whole thing with Oikawa and IQ and getting into characters that have to deal with that kind of issue. I just am a sucker for it. So I have a feeling that his character I'm gonna like latch onto hardcore. But it makes a lot of sense because if he got injured in high school, he's had these years to build that strength back up. And he said, 6 months from now I'm gonna be running like you are. So he's building up to be at his peak in the last leg of in the home stretch as he's graduating. But the fact that he knows Kakeru from high school means either they're the same age and they've competed against each other and just not realized it, or Hajikaji's older and has watched Kakeru in high school run and knows that he's a track runner. So, or knows that he's a star runner. So I'm really, really interested in this story now. Like, the last 5 minutes were like, okay, there's a connection between these two characters that Kakeru did not realize, and now they kind of know a little bit more about each other. And this whole run, they just basically conned these 10 people into staying with him. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, you guys are on the track team now. So the guy that smokes, that seems like it's going to be a little problematic. But then the lawyer, the law student, I'm sure he'll be happy to know if the guy has to quit smoking. So that could be very humorous to see how they go about that. And then the Prince character, the guy that's Prince, that's the now we established that Haji is a lit student, so it makes sense how he probably talked Prince into staying with him, because it seems Prince is really into manga, and I would probably be Prince at that party trying to tell people about different books, except I would loan them to him. I wouldn't tell him to go buy them themselves. So he kind of has a Sakasa vibe from Haikyuu, the Prince character does, where he's like not a germaphobe, but he's very like, this is my space and how I have things organized, don't touch anything. So of course this house is like ran down, so I can only imagine. But what a totally different start and premise from Free, but how much fun. Like, this has me very interested. I have a feeling that Run with the Wind might be a little bit more serious of a series than what Free is going to be, only because we're dealing with college instead of high school, which I like. I like it's refreshing that an anime is dealing with college life instead of high school shenanigans. So I have a feeling since it's college, the themes are going to be a little bit more mature, maybe because these are adults, young adults we're dealing with and not high school students. But I'm really curious. My interests are piqued from the last 5 minutes of that. So I think that y'all made some fantastic choices, because with Free and with Run with the Wind, I think that these two anime are going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm really excited now. And they're so different that's going to be a lot of fun too, to kind of see where they go to in terms of how they handle sports, the sports genre, and the themes that surround it. So already we're dealing with some fun stuff, and that makes me excited. So thank you guys for watching this so much. I'm going to probably upload these a day after each other, like one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, or one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, and just kind of do that formula so that I can kind of keep track of myself. If I get episodes recorded early, they'll go up on Patreon. But otherwise, this was so much fun. I am excited. I hope you all enjoyed this reaction. Feel free to comment down below. Please, no spoilers. I like going into these episodes having no clue what's going to happen. And especially with these two shows, I have a feeling that I'm in for some surprises, and I'm excited. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you all again soon with more Run with the Wind. Bye.